I'm doing it for my daughter.
I think this ties into a very big point, which is snitch culture. People, the Karen mentality.
Mm-hmm.
People love to damn snitch, and that's one reason why the masks and the
Brazilian
and everything, people buy into it so much. Is not so much that they're necessarily fully afraid of it and buying into it themselves. They just relish a new thing to snitch on people for.
Okay.
And be tattletales. Like they live for these types of rules.
Do you think they like it?
They like the rule to tattletailing?
Do you think that of the snitch culture, how many people do you think are A, snitches, B, non-snitches, or C, appreciation of being called out? Like, I just like being on the sidelines and watching Karen get called out, or vice versa.
I think in the general population, I think that maybe something like 20% of people, and that's like high, that's like 1 in every 5, is somebody who really appreciates a good opportunity to snitch.
Really?
Yeah. Whether it be to tell someone to turn the music down or tell somebody to put their mask on or whatever. But it's like those people, the more they want to be, what's the better to rule in hell than serve in heaven or something like that. They want to be these like they're taking the hierarchy of laws and like flattening it down so that everybody can be an enforcer and everybody can be like a judge and just like I'm calling my police officer, my personal one that's been assigned to me. I'm calling him. He's going to come here and he's going to do what I say because I have you on camera.
I'm really glad you brought that up because I don't think I brought up. I've heard, this is a fun conspiracy theory that I thought of that just makes you think, that the Karen call out is maybe an Illuminati, maybe a social conditioning weapon to bring down the expectations of the labor force, knowing that going forward, nobody is going to work when universal basic income starts to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
So you're never going to get that level of servitude ever again. And you're going to start to go back to places where, like, you go to, like, Twin Oaks and Cranston where it's all Italians, and they're like, bring them a water. You're like this, water, steak, bang. And they're like this, water. Now you go to, like, T-Mobile, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
You AT&T?
No, you know what they say all the time is they say, what happened? You heard that?
Oh, yeah, that's that. You might as well know you're getting fucked with when someone says, what happened?
Yeah.
It's like a signal. What happened? Like, oh, fight. And fight. What happened? You know, the level of servitude went down. It's just like, and yeah, no, I'm at Mercedes now, and I'm turning into.
You should start asking people what happened.
I almost do. Like, I'll be 2 weeks. You can talk to me. We'll do this again soon.
We'll call back.
Like, what happened? No, right quick. What happened? Yeah, I was talking about CLA. We don't got none. So now what?
Just to
now what?
Illuminate for our fans, what happened is when you go to like a McDonald's drive-thru and you're like, "Excuse me, can I get diet?" And they go, "What happened?"
The Diet Coke, I would like a large Diet Coke.
What happened?
What happened?
Oh boy, we are at a. This is an ocean meeting in ocean. Here we go. Okie dokie.
Well, when do they roll out the advanced stuff? You really feel that what you have access to is remotely what they are using? You do.
Because there's no way to get the top people, the people that are paid $1 million to $3 million a year or whatever. There's no way to get them working that's not on a whatever the cutting edge like NVIDIA product is.
You think 3-letter agencies gobble up all the IP and intellectual talent?
No. It's the tech companies. Yeah. The 3-letter agencies have a great deal of influence over the tech companies. Obviously, they have access. They can read your Facebook messages or whatever. But the people who are like intelligent, idealistic, inventor type people, or people that are very clever inventor people that want money, they're at these companies working on just the projects that are getting the most resources thrown at them. There's no way to, like, because of the talent pool, because of the it's not that's not the case, that it's hidden, that there's some better version of AI that's hidden. It's open competition between Google, OpenAI, all these various companies.
So they're giving us like a scratch pad to fuck around on, but that's their best go.
You can watch the development of like specifically the art AIs like Midjourney and stuff. You can go on their Discord and see them talking and like testing out the new beta versions and stuff. Yeah.
So that's
wow.
What, Chuck? You think there's hidden shit that they're behind?
Well,
Certain...
well, it's not that I think. I just assume. I assume that that really high technology, just like everything else in history in this world, has been taken from us. So I just assume that anything that they're playing fancy these days is just a play for time. Is just to burn the clock until there's some irreparable catastrophe or irreparable campaign that comes to a conclusion that cannot be reversed. I mean, I just look at it. I don't know what word you want to use for that. The way I look at it, but I just assume they have super advanced technology that's beyond even discussion almost.
I think there are certain types of projects that are easy to conceal, like infrastructure kind of things, like underground roadways. That would be simple to conceal. You would have, I mean, you would just, all you'd need to worry about is shutting up the people that worked on it through some means. But there's other projects, like if you, it's just, I think I lack the clarity right now to describe it, but it's almost like F1 teams. Computer software is like F1 car development.
Yeah.
And like month to month, week to week, it's like you could have a losing car this week. 2 weeks later, you have the dominant car,
Your
right?
fan car.
And it's because these things they're being like, the development of it is, I don't think that's something that could be clandestine or could be hidden. Like if the CIA was tasked with creating an F1 car that, according to the current rule book, beats the other F1 cars, I don't think they'd be able to come anywhere close. I don't think you can hide that type of development. It's only because it's not necessarily that it's software. I think when it comes to like cryptography, I think if you're hiring like cryptography professors and mathematicians, you can kind of quarantine those people in an NSA building. You could definitely do that. I think with AI, it's so young and it's so open. I don't think that you could do this kind of fast-paced, bang-up, like slipshod, fat, messy development. I don't think it could be clandestine.
Well, what about the like quantum computer and DWave AI? Like it's beyond even the technology that people are talking about right now, or maybe it's relegated to conspiracies. But you know, I mean, I try not to read deeply into these things because it's all wasted information, like conspiracies. Like it just doesn't do you any good. But I remember reading somewhere that the quantum computers, you input questions and it gives you back answers, like demon communication or something. And I don't have the proper terminology for it, but because I try not to think about it too much. But it's just like I feel that there is computing and technology so far beyond what's going on here. It like technology to let's say language. Like if these people, whatever sort of creatures that are the wardens of this world, if they're smart enough to create a prison through language itself and remove words and remove thoughts from our comprehension, then they're smart enough to do other crazy things. But anyway, with the DWave, it just seems like we don't have access to things like that, and it seems advanced to a degree where it's almost in like beyond comprehension.
The quantum computing thing that's absolutely a type of project that you could conceal, because you'd be hiring. I mean, so they have. That's what's happened. They have done that.
What is DWave?
DWave is just one type of quantum computer, but there's a bunch of different. Or it's a company that makes a quantum computer. It's
sort of like a super computer, like a little black cube that they keep in 0 degrees or something like that. They keep in like a really cold temperature, and allegedly they go back and forth and they talk to entities on like DMT elves on the other side, essentially.
They're having lame conversations. Like, what's
like
going
this?
on?
Why don't you kill yourself? The scientists like, why though? God loves you. Go home to your ancestors. Like, okay. Remember the DMT trips? Like people like talking to the elves, they're convincing people to themselves like this. Nah, you're just in a shell. It's a prison, man. You yourself and you're set free. People themselves, they get the dark jester, DMT elves on the other side getting you yourself.
Yeah, but it's a dark jester at a music festival dressed like a jester. He's just dark jester. His name's Matt.
He's got Joe Rogan's dark jester tattoo.
He's playing Matt. He's got the sticks, the devil sticks. He just himself. He sticks them right in his eyes,
right up his nose, through his eyes. Yeah, but that's the way I feel about those computers. I think it's the way this world is and how history has worked and the level of suffering in this world. It leads me to believe that it's being captained by things that aren't exactly human. And that's just. I think they're talking to talking heads. They're talking to like mummies and computers and things like that. I know it's far out, but it seems more plausible than the history and the news that you read normally to me.
They got Bill Mummy in there.
They got Bill Mummy and Delenn. Bill Mummy. No, like the invasion and the occupation and the conquering has already happened before you were born. The invasion and the conquering has already been complete before your ancestors were born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billions of years ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just keeps on happening.
Trillion years.
Just how it works. But, I mean, UFOs, it's so crazy that the stuff that people talk about. Like enjoying what I've enjoyed, at least with conspiracy-wise, I guess even if you're an average conspiracy guy, that the stuff goes beyond regular science fiction from the 40s and the 50s now. Like it goes beyond, and it's still the same junk. You fast forward however many years, doesn't matter, still flying saucers. Okay, no, not like faster than light or zero, whatever the hell, folding or stargates. No. Fucking flying saucers.
They got exhaust pipes.
70 years later. Are you kidding me? No, it's a joke. That's why I see everything as a joke. Like this. Well, computers can only get so fast. I'm like, oh, really? You look at the circuit boards, it looks like demon sigils from freaking Solomon's Bible or something like that. You're like this. You know, it's all goes beyond what most people really conceptualize, because people don't look at it in a spiritual sense or even perhaps a religious sense. And when it comes to keeping a secret, I mean, I know you feel that it's probably maybe impossible to keep secrets. It's just, but when you have a system in place that, I mean, unless you're good at like torturing and I don't know, like unless you're good at that, it's not easy to conceptualize what it takes to keep a secret. And I just think it's very, very easy if there's a cult, then it's very, very easy to keep a secret with violence or with money or with blackmail or whatever. What is it?
Weird guy.
Fernando Poe and the Dolphins and Bavarian Illuminati. I mean, it's everything that you've been reading about for years in a book written 30 years ago or something like that. It's everything.
What's the dolphin?
I haven't gotten to that point yet. Probably Sly Stallone dolphin porn. That's probably where it leads to.
It's where Dan Marino dolphins Ace Ventura.
Nick, what's this? What's this one?
Oh, this is fucking dude. Justin Trudeau just doesn't stop being weird to me. I'm like upset. There's two people like I'm obsessed with, like Justin.
You mean
Trudeau.
Fidel Castro's son?
Yeah, Fidel Castro's son, Justin Trudeau.
Is he going like this in the video?
Keep your eyes in his hands. Now you tell me your hands.
Isn't he
like
like
this?
doing like thick like? He's
No, you'll see. Your hands do this, right, guys?
With Justin Trudeau's hand.
Is he doing like shadow puppets?
He's throwing crypt signs.
He's doing crip.
Oh, that's cool.
But is that does he require that to flip pancakes?
That's
To
just
do
that's
signs?
an autistic tick.
Is it?
Yeah. It could be signs. They're always doing signs, but that could also just be an autistic tick. I've seen people do like it feels good to like make your joints go like
Stressed.
that. Like it's soothing.
And you know it's comfortable because there's like the joints rest on each other, so you can do this, and it doesn't mean you're doing inverted pyramids and all this stuff. Like it's like comfortable for the fingers.
Keep your fingers stressed out like Andrew Tate.
I mean, it literally is.
I guess that's his move.
It is comfortable to do this.
Yeah,
It feels poignant.
I think.
What about this right here?
No, my favorite is this one, fixing glasses that aren't there. That's my favorite.
God.
Fixing glasses.
The old Orrin Hatch classic. That's my favorite.
like doing this.
Doing glasses that aren't there. He doesn't even have glasses on his head. He's still fixing them. I guess. Wow.
Go like this.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. Well, it's just like if there's people like that running around, then I think they're using better I think they're using better GPUs than we have. That's all.